guys, welcome to Southern Trace Camping, where today I'm coming to you from Palo Duro Canyon State Park, which is located just south of Amarillo. Now, I know the most important thing that you want to know is what are the best campsites, and I will cover that near the end of this video when I go over the map, so that information is coming. Here's some information you might want to know about this park. Everything about the park is trail related. You can't just sit at your camper and get views like what's behind me and just enjoy the views, which is what we did a lot of the time when we weren't on the trails. I will say bring binoculars or a spotting scope, because we spotted all kinds of critters crawling all over the canyon walls. Some aoudads were up there kind of wrestling around, so that was a pretty cool thing to see. Now, there are two stores at this park. One is at the top of the canyon. It's the information center and the museum. So at that is where you would get your like state park walking stick medallions and your hat pins. Those are where the authentic ones are. Now down inside of the canyon they have a trading post, and it's got like a cafe in it and a bunch of just trinkets and stuff, and they have your more generic walking pins and walking stick medallions. So that's just so you know that there's two stores. Now most of the sites are 50 amp and 30 amp with no sewer. You do have to go to a dump station. The cell phone service inside the canyon with AT&T is very, very hit or miss. I mean, every now and then you'll have a text or two show up, but most of the time, plan on no cell service. If you want that, you got to go to the top of the canyon. Okay, so the canyon coming down into it, a lot of people were scared of this. I read a lot of reviews where people were saying how steep it is. If you've been driving any time with your travel trailer or RV, you should have no problem getting down that. I'm going to post a separate video where I recorded just driving down the canyon main road that everyone's so worried about. So I'll post that as well. The bathrooms here are pretty clean. The water pressure is good. You will not be able to get cell service. I mean, not cell service, but signal for your TV. We weren't able to pick up anything with our antenna. If you have a satellite dish, you should be good to go. The park from the headquarters to the back of the park is 8 miles. So when I show you the map in a little while, that's going to be why we picked Sagebrush. But I believe Sagebrush is the best loop, and I'll tell you why here in just a little bit. Whatever amount of water you're planning on bringing, double or triple it, because you will go through it. We're here in March of 2018. There's a burn ban. Everything's dry, so no fires of any kind. But we've gone through 2 cases of water, and it's only been like 68 to 70 during the day, and at night it's dropping down to 25. So that's a huge swing in temperature. Be careful for snakes when you're out and about. If you're here in the summer, they have signs everywhere. Now, the number one trail that people are hitting is the Lighthouse Trail. Now, this is 2.72 miles, one direction. So you're basically looking at a total of almost 6 miles. By the time you get up there and climb around and hop around, you're gonna have done 6 miles. So I would say that take a lot of water. They say 1 gallon per person. Now this time of year we took 2 bottles per person and we're fine because it wasn't really that hot. We went early in the morning. If you're in the summer, you're gonna need all the water you can carry. The trails are that Lighthouse Trail is pretty easy until the last 2/10 of the trail, the last 2/10 of a mile, that is. You kind of got to do some climbing. So if you're not very agile or good on your feet, you might want to just stop a ways away from it and just get your photos from there. I'll post a little clip of the incline going up to the actual lighthouse. But the trails here are marked semi-good. That lighthouse one was marked real well. Some of the other ones weren't marked as well, but you can pretty much tell where to go because the trails are so beat down. Anyway, there's a cave that's right off of one of the. I say it's a cave. It's a small cave, and it's right off the road near the back of the park. I can't recall the name of it, but that's cool to check out and climb through also. But anyway, let me get over here to the map to show you what you're really interested in, and that's the best camping spots. Okay, let's get over there to that. Okay guys, here's the map of Palo Duro Canyon State Park, and you're going to come in here, and from here all the way back here to the Mesquite area is 8 miles. Now we chose the Sagebrush camping area because it's right here near the front. You have a trail that leads to your trading post. You're not far from the horse stables, and unfortunately they don't start to play, which they have an incredibly good play from what I'm told, but it doesn't start until the end of May or even the beginning of June. But there's a lot of trailheads right through here. Also, you can walk this creek, and that's why we chose it. Now, the sagebrush and the mesquite loops are the two biggest loops as far as being able to handle big travel trailers. This one, you're more spread out from the canyon walls. You're not right up on them. The only negative part is you can actually see people coming down the main slope from this camping area, but it's still a good ways off. This one, you're more secluded. The canyon walls are very close to you, and it's much darker at night. So here's why, another reason that we like sagebrush. In the mesquite one, you have no shade. The only shade that you're going to have is the shade they give you for your picnic table, and maybe what little bit your awning will give you. Here's what I can tell you about the loop we stayed in, which was sagebrush. Site 130 to me is the absolute best, and here's what made it stand out. It has a lot of brush around its picnic area, and that brush provides shade for you in the morning, because this is where this line is the entry side of your trailer, the way that you back in. So in the morning it gives you good shade, and then in the afternoon your trailer gives you shade on that side of your travel trailer. So we were in 128, our friends were in 130. It to me was hands down the best spot in this loop. 135, 136 are good, but they're very close together, but they have an incredibly good view from them. Really, any of these on this side are going to be the ones that you want, just because you'll have the afternoon shade. We had friends on this side, and they couldn't even sit outside their trailer in March because the afternoon sun was baking that entry side of their trailer. So, plus you have a bathhouse right here in the middle of all this. The other camping areas that I checked out, and I just did a drive through, was the Juniper camping area. And what's weird is the Wolfberry, they have pull-through sites, but it's for day use only, which didn't make much sense to me because they had power boxes there and water. But all these spots are not bad. All these sites are not bad, but they're on a slope. They slope down towards this creek. This is where this is at, and it slopes down towards that creek. Not super bad, but you will have to do some adjusting to get your travel trailer set right. So anyway, most of the sites you can manage with just about anything, but if you can get into the sagebrush loop, that's where I would try to get. The other loops, like I say, they're not bad. They just don't provide really any shade at all. So anyway, I hope that this helps you when you go to the park to get your sites. All right, guys, that's my review on Palo Duro Canyon State Park. I'm going to do a slideshow real quick to show you some of the cool scenes. Y'all get out there with your families, make lots of memories, have fun, be safe, and God bless.